Hello, everyone. Welcome to another market forecast. Let's do a little bit of a recap of what happened yesterday. So, on DXY, I was predicting that price would go into this fair value gap, and there was actually a movement up that we were expecting for a while here in this channel. Um, we actually managed to catch that movement, right? On the 4 hour, I think it's more clear. Yeah, we actually managed to catch that movement. Price was like here, around here at that time. I told you guys that maybe a setup was maybe forming on Euro USD. And yes, it was a setup. I took the trade. It was a very nice trade. But yeah, we're basically like around here. Another block was created. A fair value gap was created. And then price just did a nice displacement and came down again. And of course, as we know, it's very likely to go up after that. And that's exactly what it did. It took this buy side liquidity, and now it's filling this gap right here. Finally, that we were targeting to. All right. Um, on Euro USD, we also had a movement like this. I'm going to show you guys right after I do the market forecast for DXY. But anyways, let's go. So the market did a very nice bullish movement yesterday that we were already expecting for a while. I thought it would be here, but then prices starting to do choppy price delivery. But anyways, I was still believing in that type of movement, and then we got a nice displacement and a nice narrative for that type of movement, and it actually happened. So right now, price is gravitating towards this 30-minute fair value gap, the 30-minute gap. It's not a fair value gap. This is a gap. And we also have a 30-minute fair value gap right here, bullish fair value gap. We also have a bullish order block. We have a lower bullish order block and another fair value gap in a higher time frame. So I believe that since price has been doing a very lethargic movement on this gap, all right, we have a gap here. We have a fair value gap here. So price may be stuck today, which backs me up on this possibility of the day. Price may be moving sideways today, but I think it's very likely that price will move a little bit down to then move up because it has been gravitating in this gap and also in this fair value gap. But I believe that price may move down to then continue to move up. It may be moving a little bit more on the downside to then move up. And I think it's very unlikely that price will pierce through those zones and actually move down. All right. So basically, this could be a bearish day for DXY and a bullish day for Euro USD, but I don't like the price action. I don't like the narrative that I'm seeing right now. It's not clear because if it goes down, it has a lot of regions of retracement. So selling here wouldn't be the smartest idea. Plus, buying here wouldn't be the smartest idea too because you also have that gap. So I want to see like a very clear signal that is doing that type of movement. Maybe we could catch the price moving from this low to that high and this, but this wouldn't be the high probability scenario that I usually trade. So I'm not very fond of this narrative for the day. All right. But yeah, I think it's very likely that price will move down and then move up. I don't know if it will happen today. It may not happen today, but that's the overall movement that I am expecting. All right. Basically going to get that long term buy side liquidity. I think it's on a daily time frame. Wait, yeah, it's on daily. All right. So for Euro USD, the analysis is pretty much the same. All right. I think it's very unlikely that price will continue moving up. But since we have a nice um, 4 hour fair value gap, we also have a nice 4 hour bearish order block. So we have a lot of liquidity here for price to reach to, and this may be good to actually be a movement. It would be a nice movement if price went up to then go down. And we also have a 1 hour bearish order block. So it sustains a lot the idea that we may be seeing a retracement up on Euro USD to then start moving down. All right. And I believe it's very likely too that price will gravitate in this zone right here, right? That price is already into. I don't think we also have that gap that we have on DXY here. No, we don't have it. Yeah, right. We don't have it. But price has been showing a hard time to actually move lower. All right. And like ICT taught us, um, we had a first retracement into this gap, grabbing the liquidity and actually moving down. We had a second move into that fair gap, and now we are seeing the third. And since it's the third, it's more likely that price would just move through this fair value gap and reach this bearish order block and reach this 4 hour time frame bearish order block and fair value gap. But I'm gonna be probably gonna be not into trading today because I want to see what happens. So right price has a lot of reasons to move down after that, but I would like to see price already here or here and actually start showing a bearish narrative on the lower time frames. That would be the ideal scenario, and I don't see that type of scenario forming today. All right. And of course, I think it's very unlikely that price will take this buy side liquidity. We already have a nice narrative on the higher time frames that price will start moving down to then take this buy side liquidity off the daily time frame. So I think it's very unlikely. So today I'm going to be like extra careful trading. Um, I'm gonna have to see like a really good setup, and I don't think I will take anything like if the price is not here, or if it goes like straight down. I don't see price going straight down because he has a lot of liquidity that price can move to. Basically, like I like using the analogy that it's like a car, and price has been losing fuel. It needs more fuel to continue moving down. Let me see if I have a card I can hear. Uh, ooh, yeah, I have a car. Where is it? Okay, here. So the car is here. It's out of fuel, in my opinion. So I think it's likely that price will move up to get a little bit more fuel, basically liquidity, and then continue moving down. Right. So and then continue his ride to where it's very likely to go, which is the sell side liquidity on the higher time frames. All right. Let's go through today's news. We have 8:30 a.m. New York local time USD news, unemployment claims. This should not impact the market a lot, but if I am on a trade, I would of course apply the rule that I apply to my trading. That basically is not, I can't trade 10 minutes before those high impact news, and I'm only gonna go back to the charts like after. But like it's not looking like a good trading day today already, so it doesn't really matter. But just for you guys to be aware of today's news calendar, keep that in mind. So regarding the market forecast, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you like the video, like down below, and if you like the channel's content, please consider subscribing to it. Have fun, trade safe. This is not looking good, so but anyways, you do what you want to do. Trade safe.